town seeks folks from all over for a snowy New Life festival.
Local traditions are essential to the new life. Sometimes they change year to year. Of course, they're different all over. I've taken part in cliff jumping, anchor tossing, and even drunken at chatter racing. Though Orsinium had to cancel that one. Simply ask, and I'll send you to the best celebrations in Tamriel. It warms my heart to share the New Life Festival. The drink, it warms my belly.
Hello, friend. Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? Take Bruní, for example. She's got a fun festivity lined up for New Life that will get your teeth chattering. She's gathering people from all over for this one. Tell me, how good is your throwing arm? Never mind, doesn't matter. Bruní's always focused on the fun first anyway. Look for her in Windhelm. Hope you like playing in the snow? That's fun you can only find up here in Skyrim, after all. Hello, friend. Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? Here's a New Life festivity that strikes a chord in me. Laнулін leads an earnest effort to give back to High Elf elders this season, especially those who shared their wisdom with her community. By rattling pots and pans and cooking up something delicious! A shame, though. I hear she doesn't have enough help to make offerings for all the elders she hopes to provide for. Could you lend them a hand in Oradon, friend? Hello, friend! Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? I hesitate to mention due to the danger, but you seem the daring sort. A wealthy Khajiit in Rulka has put a hoard of gold on the line, if you can overcome its guardian. New Life is about surprises too, my friend. I'll let Tibbarrom be the one to reveal his grand scheme to you. But a word of caution. Watch your step when you face the guardian. Hello, friend. Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? Let me tell you about the murky waters of Stormhold. Nearly fell in when a poor angler rushed past me in pursuit of the fabled Dakoi fish. It's a strange way to celebrate New Life, but that's what makes it special. The Dakoi only appears during the New Life season. Poor Єсеєм has been chasing it all over Stormhold. Whoever catches it gets a year of good luck, and Єсеєm could really use some. If you don't mind getting a little wet, go help him out. Hello, friend. Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? This one's a bit messy. Dylonda's kin usually help her with the sculpting for New Life, but they all recently departed Eldenroot's branches for newer trees. Now, it's only her, a few of her followers, and their mudman effigy. Like I said, messy. When completed, the mudman bestows its blessing upon Tamriel. But poor Dylonda also believes that bad luck follows if the sculpture isn't finished. So, are you up for frolicking in the mud and lending a hand? Hello, friend. Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? Orcs over in Bетнік compete for Bетнік's boon in a contest of strength every New Life. The competition involves physical strength, keen reflexes, and huge boulders. A favor or benefit of some kind. You'd have to ask Mahagogom. He's leading the contest. You can find him at Stonetooth Fortress in Betnік. Fair warning, he loves competition and hates to lose. Hello, friend. Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? Here's a bizarre one I haven't had a chance to check on yet. A crazed hermit in the rift proclaims this will be the last new life, that the end of days are upon us. What else is new? But here's the twist. His bear is the problem. Pet bear, yes. Seems like the bear's mood determines the fate of each new life. And right now, the bear is miserable. The hermit needs help cheering him up. The bear's also quite large. Hard to miss. Find them by a lake near Skald's Retreat. Hello, friend! Care to hear about all the wonderful festivities taking place for the New Life Festival this season? This one I haven't been able to check personally. Whispers carried by Sentinel's winds tell of a lone traveler seeking help from passers-by for new life. Something about a pilgrimage to bring fallen Yokudans peace. Alas, the pleas fall on deaf ears. Who can say? I hear Redguard have peculiar notions regarding the dead, so perhaps that's part of it. If you can deal with hot sand and biting winds, seek them out in Sentinel. It would be a shame if their approach to new life didn't succeed. So many exciting festivities this season! I can't wait to get back to celebrating. Once I finish spreading the word, of course. Until then, may you find nothing but success this new life, friend.
Traveler, just in time. New Life needs more warriors who aren't afraid of a little snow. I was about to start our festivity, and we're one hurler short. By snowballs, of course. Us Nords here tend to celebrate with mead, song, or by bashing each other senseless. But for this new life, I set up something different. A snowball fight of epic proportions. That's part of the fun and the challenge. Your 5 targets are huddled among Windhelm's crowds. It's up to you to pick them out and let your snowball strike true. Along with Kind's blessing, I'll toss in some gold as an added incentive. Or head on into the city. Your targets won't be too difficult to spot. And I've prepared a snow mound here for your snowballs. Don't forget to stock up before you head into Windhelm. Nords have enough real warfare and brawling in our lives. This is a chance to just have a little harmless fun. Like when we were wee little ones. That's why I rounded people up for this. Hurling snowballs and flailing around in the snow was all the fun we needed once. It's some of my most happiest memories. Now go on and give us some more to look back on. Just don't forget your snowballs.
It's cold but fun. Happy New Life.
By sure, what a toss! Happy New Life!
Come on, help us out here. We have deadlines to meet.
You know the rules. No one's allowed inside.
Bottoms
I'm
up!
not sure about that. The Nord woman from Whiterun looks like she can hold her mead.
No in my eye. But it's for new life.
Ooh, that's brisk. Happy New Life.
do you want?
You got this one! Happy New Life!
Welcome back, friend. Were you successful? Did you spread new life cheer with every hurl of your snowballs? I knew we could count on you. Cold, fun, and moments to remember from this new life festivity. When your arm longs for another hurl of the wet, cold stuff, I'll be here throughout new life. Hope I see you again.
Master Merrick, where are you?
If you're here because you were tantalized by the delicious odors emanating from my stew pot, you're out of luck. This is my chance to give something back for new life, provided I can find someone to help me finish cooking and with deliveries. A lot of someones, actually. It's an offering for elders in our community. A chance to pay them back for years of wisdom this new life. But I'm struggling to find anyone to help me with the final preparations. Everyone's busy with something, from the Three Banners War to a knotted ball of their own problems, and some simply don't care. Since you seem even the least bit interested, would you be willing to help me? For new life. And for pay, of course. A stranger offering to help. It's a new life miracle. This note describes a meal for an elder and where to deliver it. Just cook it up and get it to them. The nearby grocers and taverns can provide recipes and cooking fires if you need them. I spent my formative years helping my aunt run our tavern. Nothing really exciting besides scrubbing mugs, staring at the sea, and listening to visitors tell the stories of their adventures out in the greater world. Why not ask them yourself after you cook and deliver their meals? They were always better storytellers than I. Must be that adventurous spirit you travelers all seem to possess. And they do love to talk. Sometimes that means more than a meal.
Fresh flavors, exotic spices, a queen's bounty of flavor for the discerning cook. Come, have a look.
That I cannot forget. Shunate, why do you last? Why do I cling to my troubled past? Despair over lost ones, those I must avenge. Hatred and sadness, a thirst for revenge.
My tired knees are getting too old for all this bending. Well, you're a long way from anywhere important, friend. And what's that aroma? Could it be carrot soup I smell, Ah, Lanolin, always so reliable. And I was just thinking about how I could really go for a warm bowl of carrot soup after a long day of harvesting alchemy ingredients. Other than it's one of my favorite dishes, sometimes even the most powerful potions barely hold a candle to real nourishment. And I loved the soup they made at Lanolin's aunt's tavern. My thanks to you both for remembering me this new life season. She did she? I do remember how she always asked me to tell her about the time I made a potion for King Hiddleth, long before Queen Irene was even a twinkle in his eye. It was a very special request, by the way, and also relevant to New Life. Let's just say the king needed some help for a rather special New Life celebration of his own. From what I learned later, everything worked out splendidly and he was extremely satisfied. I served as his personal alchemist for a time after that.
Master Merrick, where are you?
Welcome back. Were you able to prepare your dish and deliver it to an elder? They can sometimes be hard to track down, as they seem to be always on the move. No wonder I was so interested in their stories. Oh, thank you so much. I would have been heartbroken if they didn't get something for New Life. Now, allow me to offer you my gratitude. I hope this helps you on your journeys ahead. Return soon, and we'll make another meal to offer for New Life.
Tibbarr is sure your heroics have inspired many to face the dragon again. But to be sure, he'd like it if you returned for a rematch. Repetition is the best teacher, yes? Tibbarr apologizes. This one did not mean to alarm. We are in no danger. It is our New Life tradition to steal the dragon's treasure and distribute it to the needy. Tibbarr always organizes it. However, this season's challenge has been tricky. Now, that would spoil the fun. This New Life tradition seeks to help us sharpen both our minds and our claws. Will you try to abscond with the dragon's hoard? Tibbarr promises a portion of the gold will be yours to keep. Tibbarr is sure your heroics have inspired many to face the dragon again. But to be sure, he'd like it if you returned for a rematch. Repetition is the best teacher, yes? Of course! Tibbarrom's family owns moon sugar plantations across elsewhere. How better to give back to the community than to organize a fun and worthwhile event for New Life? But perhaps Tibbarrom devised too many tricks this time. To Tibbarrom, new life means finding new ways to grow. We must constantly train ourselves to overcome any challenge, any adversity. And everyone who succeeds inspires another. So, inspire us, adventurer! While Tibbarrom loves adventure, he could never sink his claws into this particular activity. That's partly why this one organizes these festivities. If Tibbarrom can't become a hero, then he can at least help others with his gold. Tibbarrom is simply afraid. As a cub, this one was very sheltered. But Tibbarrom always loved stories about the Khajiit champion, Kunzari. This one could never be a hero like that. But perhaps he could learn by watching heroes like you. Oh, this one is with you, friend. Your bravery invigorates, Tibbarrom. You can do it, hero! Don't let the dragon's ferocity and tricks distract you! The dragon's friend. Tibbarrom will meet you outside after you give the coin to the orc.
Nice work making it to the dragon's hoard. Who would have thought I'd enjoy this game more than getting pounded by a Vosh ball? Now, you're supposed to give me that coin. That's a rather personal question, but since you swiped the coin, the cat found me licking my wounds after a beating, thought I was a beggar, and talked about his new life game. And now I'm here, winning every time. Hold on! I play fair. We agreed that I'd take a small share and donate the rest at the end of each season. Better than dealing with bruises. And the coin isn't bad. Speaking of which, thanks for this one. Now I expect Tibbarrom will want another word.
Tibbarrom is sure your heroics have inspired many to face the dragon again. But to be sure, he'd like it if you returned for a rematch. Repetition is the best teacher, yes? Then Tibbarrom proclaims this new life a success. Allow this one to reward you for your noble efforts. It's the least Tibbarrom can do for enduring his silly festivity. And Tibbarrom promises more if you brave his dragon's lair again. Hmm?
I'm glad that Ozma didn't make it through the trials of the Hist. Couldn't be good intentions.
Did the others send you to me out of pity? It's pointless. I chased that Dakoi long enough for it to know my every move. Maybe I do need a partner. At least we'd share the embarrassment. Not a who, a what. Dakoi is a very special, sly fish. Every new life season, it greets our waters. It's said good fortune and growth comes to those who feast on this particular fish. But lately, it's proving difficult to catch. The fish has more tricks than a new life festival performer. I promised to reel it in for tonight's feast, but the Dakoi... I refuse to be embarrassed any further. Hunt the Dakoi for me, and I guarantee you'll get more than just good fortune. The fish always gives me the slip in the streams near Stormhold's outskirts. It also nipped all my bait. An abandoned Shadowscale camp west of here has bottles of special bait that might work. Look for blood wine. Trust me. The Shadowscales are an order of Argonian assassins in Black Marsh. We're offered to the Dark Brotherhood, where we are trained in the arts of stealth and murder. Those years are behind me. Fishing helps keep some of the memories at bay, but spending half my life wiping blood off my scales unleashed something unsightly inside me. Not something I like to recall. Always, focusing on my fishing line in the water helps me keep peace of mind. I'd rather not distract myself by bickering with a partner. It's also a chance for me to reflect on my mistakes. Well, I used to be an assassin for the Shadowscales back in Black Marsh. It was a great honor, my purpose. But I made some mistakes and was rightfully banished. Do not be mistaken. Shadowscales are deeply revered among our kind. We kill, but we have honor. I'm only alive because of certain ties I once had. No one knows why I left, and no one needs to. This Trilk thinks himself a king, does he?
Empty? Oh, Єсеєm's a cruel one, and I see he has some help. Persistent. favor. Pesky mud. Very well. You hooked me. Let's talk. Well, seems like Єсеєм finally learned to swallow his pride. And all it took was me getting covered in mud. I think someone else can don the Dakoi Finn's next new life. New life is not for asking such dry questions, my friend. But allow me to indulge your curiosity. In our village, we assume the role of Dakoi to help challenge ourselves with change, rather than resist and fight against the current. Exactly. As you noticed, Єсеєм takes pride in his skills. But that pride holds him back. Only with others can he challenge the greater currents. And you helped him overcome this challenge for new life. For that, we shall feast on Dakoi. Indeed. For what better motivation than a full belly? Here, give him this fish. I'll continue my games with Єсеєм until new life's end. Have to make sure the change sticks, after all. It's fun, too. That smell. So, you finally caught the Dakoi, then? Not bad, traveler. Seeking help is usually a last resort for me, but perhaps I've been too hasty to try to accomplish everything myself. There's still more new life to celebrate, so feel free to swing by the next time you wander this way.
Has the Mudman's Call brought you here, traveler? Beautiful, is it not? Even incomplete, it has the power to inspire and captivate us. Perhaps you've been chosen to receive his blessing this new life season? One only available during new life. The Mudman is an effigy my kin and I construct to bless the new year with fertile growth across all of Tamriel. And now, I must do it without them. Gone to spread their roots beyond Grotwood. My home is here with my followers, but with our numbers reduced, we struggle to complete the Mudman. I believe your path through the green has led you here. Help us gather mud and you'll be rewarded. Fresh mud is all we need for the effigy to evoke his blessing. Once you collect enough, our ceremony will bring the Mudman to life. My kin love this ritual so much. We'll continue praying until your return. The Mudman is our group's way of celebrating new life. Other communities in Grotwood have their own traditions. One group even travels across Valenwood, singing melodies to the green. It was actually my children. As little saplings, they'd always come back home covered in mud. One day, I decided to follow them to see what mischief was making them so dirty. And there they were, sculpting little mudmen to play with. I can't think of any other wood elf sculpting mudmen. Certainly not me. But my saplings helped me realize how the green thrives in every part of our forest. Now it feels like they're always with me. My children, R'Larwell, Ferrila, and Indradir.
3 saplings that grew quicker than any sprout. Eventually, they preferred to step out of my shade. I miss them deeply, but I deserve this. Lawwell was the first to cut her roots. No, maybe I forced her to. Farilla soon followed in her sister's footsteps. Indradir was always the gentle one, but it would have been selfish to make him stay. He's all grown, but still my little torchbug, always bringing light to my life and stories about his sisters. Hopefully my Mudman's blessings reach them. Perhaps they'll all visit together one day. The mud bundle brims with life, but we must anoint it. Join us in the mud pool. Dance, traveler. Let your stomps awaken the mudman. Well done. Now smear the mud on the effigy. Tamriel's flora is blessed, friend. Let's talk. Your strength now flows through the Mudman, friend. He even sprang to life for a moment, did you see? Tamriel is now blessed with his fertile touch. Thank you, friend of the green. Just like my kin. Take this, along with Mudman's blessing, and you're welcome to return for more. The Mudman must thrive through the entire New Life season, and like all of life, it needs care.
Barely. Only thing I heard was you snoring in the hut.
I've got a lot to do here.
Looks like Betnik's boon will go to me again, seeing as how they're all huffing and puffing. Traveler, humor me. Up for a little competition this New Life festival? Just the best New Life has to offer. We haul in big boulders and smash them. Whoever breaks a boulder into the smallest bits with one strike claims a boon of good health until the next New Life. With bragging rights, of course. Not just any boulder. Let's make it interesting and find one that's truly worthy of Betnik's boon. Something none of these losers could ever hope to chip or crack. I'll even throw in something extra for the winner. So friend, what do you say? I smashed a pack of Daedra with my hammer to the west of here, but they left something otherworldly behind. A strange boulder straight from oblivion. That's what our challenge needs. Head west, find the boulder, and mark its location on your map. Now, normally I don't go picking fights like this during New Life, but Daedra have been showing up lately and causing havoc. I won't stand by for that. And any chance to really test my strength is a welcome opportunity. Noticed it as I smashed at Daedra's head into something. Looked like a boulder, but unlike any I'd ever seen. Something straight out of oblivion. Anyway, I put a stop to whatever it was they were up to. And I'll do it again the next time I see them. There's a bit of history to it. Us orcs of the Seamount clan didn't always rule this land. We took it through sheer strength from the Bretons. It was a brutal battle. Lots of folk met early graves. Not one bit. I didn't go doing that. All of us here respect Bethany and its dead. And Betnik's boon is a test of strength that'll bless us with the power to protect it. The land, the graveyards, all of it. Did you find the location of the Oblivion Boulder? Oh, my hammer's been longing to hit something worthwhile. And I can't believe I failed to note the exact spot in the heat of battle. Yeah, that's the spot. Well done, Traveler. I'll send my group to pick it up. Give them a chance to rest their hammering muscles and exercise their lifting ones. Meanwhile, you need an awesomer hammer. Because orc forges turn out the best hammers, and I want our challenge to be fair and square. You can find one at the nearby smithy in the fortress. Everything should be ready when you return. You two, take this map and get this.
Just a small donation.
I gave it all I had, and all I did was break my favorite hammer. I couldn't wait, Traveler, but this tusking Oblivion rock has bested me. Give it a try if you're still game, but I doubt you'll fare any better. And no judgment if it resists your mightiest blows, too. Unbelievable! A strike truly worthy of Betnik's boon! You smashed that boulder and proved yourself worthy of Betnik's boon! Well done, friend! Oh, you remember that, do you? Well, what the tusk. It's new life! You earned the boon and more, and you finally gave me some true competition. Come back for another swing. Surely there's more Oblivion boulders where that one came from.
Speak quickly, Traveler. Garth's not in the best of moods, as you can plainly see. If I halt my performance for too long, he may decide I'd be better as his next meal than his entertainer. And then he'll turn his appetite on all of Tamriel. Eat, destroy, same difference. The scars in the village don't believe it, but Garth has a piece of the All-Maker in him. And it's his jolly mood during New Life that determines Tamriel's fate for the coming year. Right now, it's not looking good. Ask the fool in his belly the next time you meet him. At least he was calm when I juggled and... Wait. Honeycomb! That will brighten Garth's mood. Bring him some while I keep juggling, and we may just save Tamriel and New Life yet. The forest around Hunter's Glade has some of the best honeycomb in the Rift. Go gather some and bring it back here. If we don't lighten Garth's mood, I shudder to think what will happen. A bear with a bit of the All-Maker in him is no joking matter. Oh, I've known Garth forever. Before he became a bear, he was my brother. We were skulls, but we lost our parents in a fierce blizzard. Cold took Garth too. I barely survived. I wouldn't have either, if Garth hadn't returned to save me. No, he came back as a live bear, dragged me into a cave, and kept me warm. The rest of the village calls me mad, but I know that's my brother. And he's got a bit of the All-Maker in him, which is why we need to lighten his mood and save New Life. The All-Maker is revered by the Skulls as the wellspring of all creation. Through him, we seek harmony with the world. The All-Maker gave us the 6 aspects of nature, and he dwells in the world of the spirit. That's how I know Garth is my brother. Death is just the beginning of a new existence. When the spirits of the dead return to the All-Maker, he shapes them into new life and returns them to our world. Why else would Garth not devour me like a wild beast? Because he's my brother.
Slayer of High Kin Lady Estri, here among us.
That should brighten Garth's mood. Wait. I forgot. Garth likes music when he eats. Quick, play him a tune. Look at that happy bear! You saved New Life, friend. Nice spark! Just look at how content you made Garth. His mood has improved 1,000-fold, and New Life, indeed, all of Tamriel, is safe for another season. I think. As long as a piece of the Allmaker resides in Garth, his mood will always hang like a sharp blade over New Life. I'll continue to do my best to keep him entertained. But should you return, I may call upon you again for assistance. Happy New Life!
Well?
It seems the desert winds have brought us together, traveler. I am Hassavir. Could it be that you are on pilgrimage for new life as well? If only I could survive the journey. Every new life, we give Anselok to the fallen Yokudans so that their spirits may rest peacefully. However, Yokudan mages are ignored for their involvement in magic. Traveler, will you give them Anselok? Forgive me. It is a ritual where we gather seawater that once touched Yokuda's lands. We then perform it for the fallen mages resting at Motalian Necropolis, bringing them peace. Know your efforts will be repaid in full. Bless you, traveler. Head west, and the sea will reveal itself like a mirage. Fill my water skin, and I will meet you at the necropolis. But be wary of bandits hidden in the sands. New life is their hunting season. The Yokudan people are ones we Redguards share ancestral ties to. They hailed from the land Yokuda, separate to Tamriel. Sadly, along with it, sank too their more advanced creations and ideals. When Yokuda survivors migrated, they lost something, such as their revere for magic. Whether it was forgotten or snuffed by the powerful, I cannot say. Of course, we have grown greatly. I am only upset about this change. I held a deep fascination for reading as a boy. A blade stood no contest. It was then I discovered the works of countless mages. They guided me to this path. My only wish is to give back to them. I want to believe there are. Knowledge is only lost to those unwilling to seek it. Unfortunately, most are afraid or disgusted to perform Anselok for the Yokudan mages. Let us hope we guide someone to this path.
Another here for Unsalok. I thought I was the only one to make this pilgrimage. I haven't seen you in Sentinel. Well, not that I was popular there. If you're here for Unsalok, I suggest going deeper into the water. The closer it is to Yokuda's lands, the purer it is. May your pilgrimage be swift, and your ancestors at peace.
Your presence provides relief, friend. Pour the water into the circle, and we may begin on Selah. Now, let us say a prayer. Let this water flow to the honorable Kogo-Hi of Yokuda, buried below, nourishing bones and easing souls. May it free any guilt they harbor and grant them peace this new life and forevermore. For years, most Red Guard, out of fear or shame, have ignored this side of our history. It is not right. But I finally feel a sense of fulfillment. You have brought peace to our ancestors. Indeed. However, centuries of resentment rests beneath these sands. Return, if you can, to help Yokuda's waters flow here. Another also approaches who may need your help too. Before I take my leave here from the Kogo-Hi. May Alakir's desert winds steer you true, my friend. Farewell.
again. Here? I thought I was the only one. Let this water flow to the honorable Kogohi of Yokuda buried below, nourishing bones and easing souls. Rest well, Master Hassavir. Your winds still soar from Yokuda's depths, and now guide me. It almost feels like you're an apparition of the desert. I never thought I'd see someone else here, let alone perform on Salok for the Yokudan mages. We should take this journey again together. I'd enjoy the company. None other than you, and the fallen Yokudan mages beneath us. There is one that I've always come here to visit. A Yokudan mage said to have controlled the sands and winds. Hassavir. His works made me who I am.
So many exciting festivities this season! I can't wait to get back to celebrating. Once I finish spreading the word, of course. Until then, may you find nothing but success this new life, friend. I've scouted across Tamriel to experience the different ways everyone celebrates the end of the old year and the beginning of the new. So for this new life, I'm sending people to unusual celebrations that are personal, strange, and very exciting. Absolutely! Breda, the New Life Herald, insists that we experience all the joys of new life that we can handle. I suggest you do the same, friend. And don't forget to help any celebrants in need along the way.